There are 48 countries at the 2026 World Cup, 12 groups, and a lot of arguments waiting to happen. So today I'm predicting every single group from A to L. The top 2 teams from each group are guaranteed to qualify, and some third place teams can still go through. But for this video I'm ranking every group from 1st to 4th. This is not a guarantee. It is a probability-based prediction using current team strength, player quality, recent form, tournament experience, host advantage, and how these teams usually perform under pressure. And I already know some fans are going to disagree. So let's start with Group A. Group A, Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, Czechia. For Group A, I have Mexico finishing first. Mexico are playing at home. They opened the tournament at the Azteca, and that atmosphere in Mexico City can be a real advantage.
Mexico may not be one of the top favorites to win the whole tournament, but in this group, home advantage, experience, and crowd energy should push them to the top. Second, I'm going with South Korea. South Korea have Son Heung-min, Lee Kang-in, pace, discipline, and tournament experience. They are not always flashy, but they are difficult to beat and they usually know how to survive group stages. Third, Czechia. Czechia are dangerous, physical, and capable of making this group uncomfortable. I can definitely see them fighting South Korea for second place. Fourth, South Africa. South Africa will bring energy, but this group looks difficult for them. So my Group A prediction is, first, Mexico, second, South Korea, third, Czechia, fourth, South Africa. Group B, Canada, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Qatar, Switzerland. In Group B, I'm picking Switzerland to finish first.
Switzerland are one of those teams that people don't always talk about, but they are organized, experienced, and very hard to beat. With players like Granit Xhaka and Manuel Akanji, they have leadership, structure, and tournament experience. Second, I'm going with Canada. Canada have home advantage, pace, and 2 big names in Alphonso Davies and Jonathan David. Playing in North America should help them, especially with the crowd behind them. Third, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Edin Dzeko is still a big name, and Bosnia have enough quality to cause problems, but I think Canada's speed and home energy gives them the edge. Fourth, Qatar. Qatar can be awkward to play against, but I don't think they have enough to finish above Switzerland, Canada, or Bosnia. So Group B, first Switzerland, second Canada, third Bosnia and Herzegovina, fourth Qatar. Group C, Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, Scotland. Group C is one of the most interesting groups. I have Brazil finishing first. Brazil still have one of the most dangerous attacks in the tournament. Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, Rafinha, and that level of attacking depth should be enough to win this group. Brazil always carry pressure, but in this group they should have too much quality. Second, I'm picking Morocco. And honestly, I don't even like calling Morocco underdogs anymore. They reached the semi-finals in 2022. Hakimi, Bono, Amrabat, Ziyech, and that whole Moroccan team showed the world they can compete with anyone. Morocco have confidence, experience, and a fan base that will make noise anywhere. Third, Scotland. Scotland are tough, aggressive, and organized. They can make games very uncomfortable and they will not be easy for Brazil or Morocco. Fourth, Haiti. Haiti will play with pride, but this is a very hard group. So Group C, first Brazil, second Morocco, third Scotland, fourth Haiti. Group D, USA, Paraguay, Australia, Turkey. Group D could be chaotic. I have the USA finishing first. The United States are hosts. They will have huge crowds behind them, and players like Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, Gio Reyna, and Tyler Adams give them enough quality to control this group. The pressure will be massive, but this is exactly the type of group the USA should be aiming to win. Second, I'm picking Turkey. Turkey have Hakan Çalhanoğlu and Arda Güler, and that gives them creativity, set-piece quality, and a bit of magic. They can be inconsistent, but on their day, Turkey can beat anyone in this group. Third, Paraguay. Paraguay are always difficult. They are physical, competitive, and they can frustrate better teams. I would not be shocked if they finish second, but I'm putting them third. Fourth, Australia. Australia are disciplined and hard-working, but I think this group has too much attacking quality for them. So Group D, first, USA, second, Turkey, third, Paraguay, fourth, Australia. Group E, Germany, Curaçao, Cote d'Ivoire, Ecuador. In Group E, I have Germany finishing first. Germany have Musiala Wirtz and a new generation that looks much more exciting. They have had disappointing tournament moments recently, but if Germany are serious, they should win this group. Second, I'm going with Ecuador. Ecuador are fast, physical, and very difficult to play against. They have young talent, South American toughness, and enough quality to hurt teams on the break. Third, Côte d'Ivoire. This is close. Côte d'Ivoire can absolutely challenge Ecuador for second place. Franck Kessié and Simon Adingra give them quality, and African teams are becoming more dangerous every tournament. Fourth, Curaçao. Curaçao being here is a great story, but this group is very tough. So Group E, first, Germany. Second, Ecuador. Third, Côte d'Ivoire. Fourth, Curaçao. Group F, Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, Tunisia. Group F is one of the strongest groups. I have the Netherlands finishing first. Van Dijk, Gakpo and the deep squad make them favorites here. The Netherlands are also getting a lot of attention from prediction models, and this could be a tournament where they quietly go far. Second, I'm picking Japan. Japan are one of the most technically organized teams outside Europe and South America. They press well, they move the ball quickly, and they are not scared of big names. Japan are exactly the type of team that can punish anyone who underestimates them. Third, Sweden. This is harsh because Sweden have real attacking talent with Alexander Isak and Victor Gyökeres. In another group, Sweden could easily qualify. But Group F is brutal, and I think Japan's structure gives them the edge. Fourth, Tunisia. Tunisia can make games difficult, but I don't think they have enough to finish above these three. So Group F. First, Netherlands. Second, Japan. Third, Sweden. Fourth, Tunisia. Group G. Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. In Group G, I have Belgium finishing first. This is not the old Belgian golden generation, but Belgium still have star quality. Kevin De Bruyne, Jeremy Doku, and that attacking talent should be enough to win this group. Second, I'm going with Egypt. Mohamed Salah is still the obvious name, but Omar Marmoush gives Egypt another major attacking threat. Egypt can be dangerous if they stay organized and get the ball quickly to their forwards. Third, Iran. Iran are disciplined, experienced, and not easy to beat. Mehdi Taremi and Sardar Azmoun are big names, and Iran could absolutely push Egypt for second place. Fourth, New Zealand. New Zealand will fight, but I think this group is too strong. So Group G, first, Belgium. Second, Egypt. Third, Iran. Fourth, New Zealand. Group H, Spain, Cabo Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay. Group H is very interesting. I have Spain finishing first. Spain are one of the biggest favorites in the whole tournament. Lamine Yamal, Pedri, and that Spanish possession style make them extremely dangerous. They are young, technical, and very hard to control if they dominate the ball. Second, I'm picking Uruguay. Uruguay are intense, aggressive, and they never come to a World Cup just to participate. Federico Valverde and Darwin Núñez give them energy, power, and goals. They are the type of team nobody wants in a knockout game. Third, Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia can absolutely make games uncomfortable. We all remember what they did to Argentina in 2022, so nobody should laugh at them. But Spain and Uruguay are very strong. Fourth, Cabo Verde. Cabo Verde reaching this stage is a great story, but Group H is not friendly. So Group H, first, Spain. Second, Uruguay. Third, Saudi Arabia. Fourth, Cabo Verde. Group I, France, Senegal, Iraq, Norway. Group I might be one of the most emotional groups, especially for Iraqi fans. I have France finishing first. France have Mbappe, Dembele, and one of the deepest squads in world football. On paper, they are one of the favorites to win the whole tournament. Second, I'm going with Norway. Haaland and Odegaard are enough to change any match. Norway may not have the tournament history of some other nations, but with those two players, they have serious danger. Third, Senegal. This is very close. Senegal have Sadio Mane, Nicolas Jackson, physical strength, and tournament experience. I would not be shocked if Senegal finished second instead of Norway. That Norway versus Senegal battle could decide the group. Fourth, Iraq. As an Iraqi myself, I would love to see Iraq surprise people. Iraq have pride, passion, and a fan base that will watch every second. But this is one of the hardest groups in the whole tournament. France, Norway, and Senegal is a brutal draw. So Group I, first, France, second, Norway, third, Senegal, fourth, Iraq. But I'll say this clearly, if Iraq take points from Senegal or Norway, this group becomes chaos. Group J, Argentina, Algeria, Austria, Jordan. In Group J, I have Argentina finishing first. They are world champions. And even if Messi is older, Argentina still have Julian Alvarez, Enzo Fernandez, Mac Allister, Lautaro Martinez, and a winning mentality. This team knows how to survive tournament football. Second, I'm picking Austria. Austria are organized, physical, and underrated. They may not have the biggest names, but they are structured, disciplined, and hard to play against. Third, Algeria. Algeria have Mahrez and Bendasser, and they can definitely cause problems. This could be very close between Austria and Algeria. Fourth, Jordan. Jordan have had strong moments in Asian football, and their fans should be proud, but this is a very difficult group. So Group J first, Argentina. Second, Austria. Third, Algeria. Fourth, Jordan. Group K, Portugal, DR Congo, Uzbekistan, Colombia. Group K is another good one. I have Portugal finishing first. Cristiano Ronaldo will still be the headline name, but the real strength is the squad around him. Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, João Felix, Rafael Leão, and so many other options make Portugal one of the deepest squads in the tournament. Second, I'm picking Colombia. Luis Diaz gives them danger, and James Rodriguez still has big game creativity. Colombia can be unpredictable, but they have serious quality and tournament experience. Third, DR Congo. DR Congo are physical, powerful, and capable of causing a surprise. I can see them making this group very uncomfortable. Fourth, Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan being here is a big moment, and they will not be easy. But Portugal and Colombia should have too much. So Group K, first Portugal, second Colombia, third DR Congo, fourth Uzbekistan. Group L, England, Croatia, Ghana, Panama. Finally, Group L, I have England finishing first. On paper, England are one of the strongest teams in the tournament. Kane, Bellingham, Foden, Saka, Rice, and so much depth. The question with England is not talent. The question is pressure. Second, I'm going with Croatia. Croatia always find a way. Modric may be near the end, but this country knows tournament football better than almost anyone. People count them out, and then they go deep again. Third, Ghana. Ghana can absolutely cause problems. Mohamed Kudus is dangerous. Thomas Partey brings experience, and Ghana against England or Croatia could be a real battle. Fourth, Panama. Panama will compete, but this group looks too difficult. So Group L, first, England. Second, Croatia. Third, Ghana. Fourth, Panama. So my group winners are Mexico, Switzerland, Brazil, USA, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, Spain, France, Argentina, Portugal, and England. The hardest calls for me were Japan over Sweden, Norway over Senegal, Austria over Algeria,
Turkey over Paraguay, and Ecuador over Cote d'Ivoire. But this is the World Cup. One red card, one injury, one mistake, one penalty, or one wonder goal can change everything. Now it's your turn. Which prediction is completely wrong? Which country am I underrating? And who is winning your group? Comment your country below. And during the World Cup, we'll be posting daily prediction videos for every match day, including match previews, score predictions, key players, and the biggest storylines. So if you want daily World Cup predictions throughout the tournament, make sure to subscribe, follow, and turn on notifications so you don't miss them. Don't forget to like and follow for more.